So to start with, I thought we came out and played with a much better effort level today. I thought we started pretty well, and they made a lot of threes in the first half. But again, it was part of the real issue for us was offense, and that continued until about 6 or 7 minutes left in the game. We finally got to a little bit of rhythm offensively. The numbers right for 21 from 3, 4 assists, 21 turnovers, 2 offensive rebounds. I mean, that was a really poor performance, and uh, tough to overcome the numbers. And, we were not able to do that tonight.
I think 14 more shots than you had, largely because of that. Was that the biggest factor, do you feel, in your offense? Was the turnovers especially in the first half?
Yeah, I thought it was 2 things. I thought it was the turnovers, and it was just our unwillingness to let the offense play a little bit. And it seemed like every guy was catching it and trying to be aggressive. And I think they were trying to do the right thing, just weren't always making the right reads as to when to attack versus when to keep the ball moving and keep the offense flowing. So, those I think were the 2 biggest issues in the first half.
You're in a interesting situation again after not playing for 2 weeks. Now you're going to play for another 2 weeks, but this time, of course, the big difference being you can practice. What's your plan for the next until the tournament starts in terms of getting out there and trying to kind of, I guess it's a new season, as they say.
Yeah, we'll talk about that as a staff here. Obviously, the news with Northeastern was fairly recent, so we hadn't really talked about what we would do, without playing this coming weekend. So we'll talk about it as a staff on the bus ride home here and tomorrow. It's going to be some combination of, trying to work on some of the things that we can improve upon, and then also just getting the guys up and down and playing and scrimmaging and keeping our wind so that we're ready to play when we head to the conference tournament.
I guess it was similar to Saturday in that they, despite the fact you did come out of the gate a lot better, they ended up taking a double-digit lead pretty soon, and then you had to fight back the whole time. Is that particularly frustrating when it happens, again so soon after it happened on Saturday for the guys?
Yeah, I don't know that it's any more frustrating than it is whenever it happens. I think that, like I said, we didn't get any kind of rhythm offensively. And, I thought, so when you guard the way we did, like our defense just kept us in the game a little bit in the first half, because of how poorly we played offensively. I think they had 12 points off our turnovers in the first half alone. And, that when you're playing that poorly offensively, it just makes it hard. But I don't think there's any kind of carryover, from the first game to this one.
I mentioned the new season, as they say. I'm sure they're kind of down with this performance and Saturdays as well, but is that what you basically tell them now? You're sort of starting over?
Yeah, I think so. I think we got to step back and take a look at the season as a whole and in the league play as a whole. And, we've played 10 games and 7 of them were on the road. And, to finish 4-6 it's disappointing because we were 4-4, but, there's some teams in our league that have played the exact opposite with home games and road games. And it's just a different season, for everybody. So, we talked about the fact that there's been some really good performances and moments for this team. We've struggled with consistency. We certainly struggled with finding a little bit of a rhythm here coming out of the quarantine, but we've got some time now to try to get that back. And, we're going to play again in whatever it's going to be, 2 weeks or almost 2 weeks. So there'll be a lot of time to get ourselves in the right frame of mind to head up to the conference tournament.